One of the great choices I think you made in this book was to speak from the voice of an elder. It created a space for those reading the book, that you're coming from, here's the wisdom I've learned, and I'll give it to you, and do with it what you will. How would you suggest we inspire our parents to consider the grandchildren on a more wisdom-based idea, teaching them about what they've learned about life? We're just not programmed or taught to think that way. What would you give any tips on how to inspire one to remember their own wisdom?
Pete, this is why this DNA thing that I studied while I was writing the book was very pregnant with meaning for me, because I was thinking that what I'm also trying to do this, I'm trying to give a message. And I know the message is not mine. I know I'm trying to be a clear channel to pass down a message. And it's a very important message about how to live on this planet, about the planet being an organism, about life being intelligent, about us being valuable, about our humanity and our personhood and our true self being worth investing in, and about how we could cooperate with each other. Many wonderful things. And I know there are cultures that have sustained these values. In our culture, because we haven't had enough of these, the world now is sadly out of balance. Our parents have had to participate in that imbalance, and often at great expense to themselves. They haven't had the luxury of gaining the wisdom that we've been able to gain in the last few years. So sometimes you can only give love to those who are not able to change their pattern very much. And love is the way you give them information. You don't try to give them information, you just give them love. And you just constantly tell them how much you love and appreciate them. And you show them the love and respect that you feel for them. On the other hand, you really are only supposed to give information to someone when they're willing to hear it. This is very important. We're not ever supposed to be coercive about our truths. And it's a very important thing, because truths are a very personal thing that we're supposed to share with those who want to hear them. You've all come here tonight to hear. So I can open my heart a little bit and share with you. But I couldn't do this with people who hadn't asked me to. So this sharing of truth is a wonderful thing. I signed 300 books yesterday in anticipation of this. I haven't signed 300 books in a long time. And as I was signing the books, I was thinking, this book is a contract. And I'm signing the contract. I may sign it 1 million times in the next year or 2 years. I actually hope I do. But then I was thinking, will I get, carpal tunnel syndrome? And do I really believe it? I was actually thinking, do I really believe it? And the answer was, yes, I do. Okay, good. So far, so good. Now, I know that millions and millions and millions and millions of people have greatly benefited from this message. I know that too. And now I'm not in charge of the rest in an interesting sort of a way. But what I do know is, with the right instructions, all of you and anyone like us can go out in the world and stand for important truths, stand for important values. So in the book, I actually use the word truth as coming from its source, which is tree. It's tree, tree-uth, troth, and trust. So I believe in you, and I believe if you have the right messages, you can pass them on in such a way that everything in the world that's happening that isn't quite right yet, right now, can change. With no violence, with no harm, just with truth and love. Okay.
Do you want to do any more questions?